here we go.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper,
on to the next
is the new letter
one.
genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
He's good looking for police.
Fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who was pretending to be dead?
Five-star guy.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
And away we go.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base. Up ahead, you turn left.
Okay.
Straight ahead.
Okay. Here
That guy
we
there will
are.
lead us up.
I'm steeling myself to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner.
Ah,
You used to
what's up,
sing.
Werns?
You're the gig when you're working a homicide.
I am streaming. Happy AEW Revolution Sunday, buddy.
Detectives?
How was your Saturday, buddy?
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks.
Same here.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her?
Nice, nice.
No.
My weekend was
And no
pretty chill
handbag or
so
other
far.
personal effects.
Pretty much all I did was stream yesterday was the biggest thing that I did. How's the old school arcade? See any good games? Or did you play any good games, I should say?
Never the same, are they?
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene. Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Ba ba ba. Got all the clues. Uh-oh. Who is this?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Well, lady, that's my job. Let's use the phone.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am. Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
Let's go to the laundry services.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Oh, Rusty, you're always in a joyous mood, aren't you, buddy? Girl, what you running to the street for? Man, some of these NPCs are just crazy in this game. Oh God.
Gently.
11-825, code 6.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
I don't think laundromats have really changed since the 40s. Let's go to the Vic's house.
Take her right. I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Knock, knock.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look.
Nice.
What for? You don't think
it's procedure. You see to your girls.
Yeah, sorry kids, mom's gone.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem?
That ain't happening, sorry.
Search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out of society.
Not sure this means much. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Right?
Need to check if she was a regular.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Got a purse?
I doubt it.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
The same here.
I don't think so.
I didn't see anything as of last night, but I'm not looking today at all. I'll probably stay off Facebook too.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Check outside to see if there's anything. I don't think there is, but you know, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Hey, we got a Nate Breeze.
Like a match with the ligature marks.
Happy AEW Revolution Sunday, buddy. Happy Rev Day indeed.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Operator, give me R&I.
I mean, he is an old man, I mean veteran. So, of the ladder match, so...
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks.
Okay, I missed something apparently. You know you did, Warrensy. So I'm missing a clue somewhere. What am I missing? Breeze, I'm holding you to that. I think the same should go for Borgen if OC wins.
I don't think this is going to help us. Junk.
Sounds good to me. Okay. Huh. Oh. Okay.
Not much help.
Hey, what's going on, Raven? All right, where's Rusty?
What do you think?
You want my gut feeling? I'll tell you. This guy did it. Now we just gotta find some evidence.
Rusty Trombone's the name. There, what was that? No. There we go.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Do you still have your save file, Wernsey?
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
Damn it!
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That sucks.
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over.
Red
We were having
Drive
a good
of
time.
Death.
She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
All right, buddy.
She always
I'll see you
goes.
tonight.
Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrelson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrelson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30.
Seems like Rusty's type of suspect.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later
Rusty's
than I
perfect
said.
profile.
This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's. But nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check the place out.
Breeze, how was Borgen's party thing yesterday? What games did you play?
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Nice, nice. Raven, how was your Saturday?
Thank you, waitress.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Tarleton?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
She wants a 5-star goddamn way. Root beers all around.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Breeze, you didn't happen to see if they had, I assume they had NBA Jam there? Tournament edition, of course.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
Right, Blitz 99. That's just as good.
Promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
Yeah, she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
I can't decide.
Go, Phelps, get after him.
Oh, I'm trying, Rusty.
Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive.
I thought you were gonna leave me there. Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands. I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the victim.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you. He's showing you how it's done. Maybe you shouldn't have waited for me, Phelps.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Let's end this farce.
All right, you got me. I've had enough. Show me your hands.
He tells me, or he says,
Okay,
don't make me
Bates.
chase you, and then he
You're gonna
says
answer some
me
questions.
to go after him.
I have a choice in this.
Lazy partner. Lazy, lazy, lazy.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Breeze, is my overlay
He's a
working?
material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Okay, good.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thanks for your help.
In the car. Let's go to the hobo camp.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere? Straight through the next intersection.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Phelps! Keep on going.
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Got him.
Where's that cab got you now?
Got him.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about it.
She was with the sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Off to the hobo camp.
Just ignore this turn. And keep on going. Keep on going through here. It's left at the next intersection.
Officer needs help, 103 and due.
Attaboy, up there you go right now.
And we're going.
Up ahead, you make a right. So wait for the next turning and go right.
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the lead. These guys can wait.
Alright, let's do what Rusty says.
Take the next left. Through this intersection. Up ahead, you make a right.
He's in an interview, too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal and is solving all the cases? That broad has socks in it.
Guy gave his
Detectives
wife a
Phelps
tap.
and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
You're lying, Jessup. Tell me where you went.
I'm telling you, I caught a bus back to the base. What makes you say different? Why would I have walked myself right in here if I had something to hide?
Whoops.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Oh, we might be running into
Think the Vice Boys get any on the side?
several different suspects, and we gotta choose. Because the last one was so easy. Back to the hobo
3
camp.
suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. There's still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrelson picked up?
11K, roger.
11K, Roger.
Officer detail 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Oh, that works. Run Galloway with a shotgun. Hey, we just hit 251 views. Thank you, everybody.
LAPD. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. You need to hold out to the cavalry line.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Jesus, okay.
If you want your
These men know they're harboring a murderer.
We need to fight for it!
Killing make you feel powerful. What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Oh boy. Yeah.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Oh, we got more to add to the story. The overarching story.
I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors. But they've been moving it on to addicts. And they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying. And that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Like they said on Saved by the Bell, there's no hope with dope.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Yeah, pick it up. No, it's
Looks
not.
Familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
So that's pretty damning evidence. Right? I'll race you to the car, Rusty.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We got the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Question is, can I get him to confess?
Go right through here. Through this intersection. Keep on straight. You're going straight, here.
Any Century unit, Password 415, at Alvera Street Plaza, unit handle code 3, identify.
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
Yeah, he seems pretty guilty, doesn't he? I have to see what he says, but he seems a bit cray-cray, so...
We're going this way.
I don't know.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government?
If you're checking out my channel for the first time, please hit the follow button if you enjoy the content. I greatly appreciate it.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrelson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
Got him. He seemed pretty guilty with all the evidence, so... I don't know why we're still holding the husband, though.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
He's always got the best Irish proverbs, maybe you could say. I don't know, he says things a certain way that just I love. Phelps, don't you have a wife and kid?
Now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were.
He keeps coming back to see this Elsa chick sing.
Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song. When I'm burning.
Studio.
We will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street.
Deirdre Muller was one of the first victims that we found.
Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside the railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Mouthpiece towards strips off.
Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Good old Rusty. Off to the pawnbroker.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Oh yeah, the guy that was burning his clothes or whatever. I don't know, but we didn't convict him. We convicted or we called the other guy out. Oh God. Oh God.
You liquored up?
No, not yet. That's later.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Okay.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think.
So you're your average guy.
He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Off to the rail yard.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
So it's all kind of getting uncovered now between all these murders. That they all might be connected, actually.
You're making a right at the next intersection.
Officer needs help. 103 in view.
Okay, at the next corner, go right. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. You don't need to turn here. You're making a right at the next intersection. Take the next right. Hang a right.
Where are you sending me, Rusty?
Turn back. We're going the wrong way.
Well, no shit. You told me to turn right.
Up ahead, you turn left. Turn left at this one here. I need you to take a left at the next corner. Okay, so go left at the next one. You need to turn left at the next junction. It's left at the next intersection. Okay, so go left at the next one. You need to turn left at the next junction. Take the next left. Up ahead, you turn left. It's left at the next intersection.
There it is.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess. If you want a full report, you have to let me work.
The smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Blood spatter?
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
Check out the purse.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Whoops, nope. That one.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Ba ba ba.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shunting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
In the face!
Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
He goes like 0 to 100 so easy. I love it too.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
In the face one more time. Let's go to the good old game well.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thank you.
To the car. Let's go to Levine's liquor store.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Let's go check it out. I haven't done very many of these. I haven't decided if I'm going to do all of the street crimes. They're just basically mini side missions.
Just ignore this turn. Don't turn here. You need to turn left at the next junction.
Looks like they're right next to each other. Oh god. Oh god.
So wait for the next turning and go right.
What are you doing?
Officer needs help. Shots Fire officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is car 11K. We're on the help call.
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
Cop killers are the worst kind of scumbag. Should have had that second lunch.
You like killing cops? Won't help console the officer's family, but these guys are done.
Boomsies.
Up ahead, you make a right. Take the next right. Through this intersection.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Now, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
Oh, Rusty.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor?
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Ba ba ba.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Ah, shoot.
An alcoholic and your friend, and you still kept selling her booze.
You ever try to stop an addict, detective? Better me than having her buy
Wrong
methylated
button.
spirits from the hardware store.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
I thought you were Evelyn's friend, Robbins.
You should learn some manners, some goddamn respect.
We're catching murderers, not running a popularity contest.
Well, that didn't go as planned. There's just no way to remember all of what the answers are if you play this multiple times.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify. 56 is confirmed.
Keep on going.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
Yeah, a bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers? and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Okay, I guess I'm not using the phone.
KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Alright, I guess we're going there.
Continue to respond, King.
And we're off.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgage. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
I need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
Okay, so we got McCaffrey's apartment and we've got the bowling alley.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
All units are frequent. Check 2 standby.
Hello, Rusty. 2 on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him. Tiernan! LAPD! There!
Oh, we get a fast car. Watch me wreck the shit out of this thing.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Haha, he's talking about you,
These are
Rusty.
flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Oh, shit. Oh, he's running. He's running. Come on.
Hands behind your head!
Got him. I went to the bowling alley. They think that before the bowling alley stopped to talk to, because they think the murders are all connected, that it's the same person, but they aren't sure. And I went to the bowling alley because James Tiernan, the one guy had said James Tiernan. We went to the bowling alley and found out that James Tiernan worked there, and I just chased him and chased him down, and they're bringing him back for questioning. But first, we're gonna go to McCaffrey's apartment. You have quite a bit of laundry, Breeze. I'm sure you had to wash your Christian Cage shirt because you probably haven't worn it in a long time, huh? Awesome. Oh, Rusty. I forgot to look to see which apartment he's in.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
And while the boys might not win tonight, I gotta rep the Undisputed Era.
Terrible shame.
The original
Means
Undisputed
there's nobody to
Era.
let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
That's undisputed. That is right.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
If you get a chance, Breeze, look up Thunder Rosa's promo. It should be on the All Elite Wrestling YouTube page. It's pretty damn good. I don't know when she must have did it on Rampage, but I don't recall her seeing it. I saw it yesterday. It's a pretty damn good promo she did.
Maybe if... No.
Uh-oh.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Sir, I solve a lot of big cases. You're going to have to be specific to which one.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Running on a hangover, McCaffrey?
Another runner.
Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey?
Stay and fight the good fight.
Get that bomb.
Give it up, LAPD.
Now I got him. Now I got him. Now I got him.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson did it. Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Officer needs help, 103 NV.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey
I'll
or
try.
Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves
How's
I
it going,
was there?
Delaney?
You're going to have to do better than that, detective.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Seems like a nice boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar territory.
Off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out.
Where is... Here it is.
Why
I think it's more of has he annoyed us yet?
I was the
Enough.
last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
Oh my god.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Back to McCaffrey.
Took a swipe at me, I put him down with my sap.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. It's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Back to Tiernan. Oh, but we gotta access the phone apparently.
Operator, message for KGPL.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red
discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, man.
Oh boy.
Need a drink. We got the jitters again.
Okay. Can't tell him anything.
Hey, isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Oh boy. Let me go back to... I think I'm gonna go with him. But let me go back if I can ask Tiernan anything.
Mouthpiece court strips off me at the grand jury.
Yep, I can't. Alright, we're going with Grosvenor. Or Grosvenor, or whatever his name is.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse. And neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. If Gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and Infilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
The Quarter Moon Murders.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
No one else but the killer knew about this message. To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night. Another snippet from the Shelley poem. If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrellson.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Terrellson murder, not to mention the Muller...
Hang on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder...
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed to... What does he want?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what? Story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on.
He's getting more and more agitated. I love it.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Oh, this feels like a finale.
Talking about on the radio? Another accommodation? Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We've got to get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that drink.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short, Betty Short, Black Dahlia.
Elizabeth Short's social security card.
Jesus Christ.
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out?
Decipher the
City
second
map?
expert.
See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
The poem excerpt refers to landmarks in the city. Use the main map to study for destinations. Let me go back to the car. What was the... Cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants, which curtain out the day with leaves and flowers. And a fountain. From its curved roof. Okay. Curved roof I'm going to look for. So I believe these locations will tell me dome skylight, a mountain, cave overgrown with plants and wildflowers. I bet that's it. Bingo. Sir?
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch a murderer.
It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. That pencil-pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
All units, officer needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
Fair enough.
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Oh boy. Nice and easy.
Be careful. Could be a trap.
Nice and easy. Oh god. Oh god. No.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch. From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and poesy. Where have I seen that?
Oh god. Well.
Jesus Christ, pull it off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it.
Swing then. Come on, come on.
I like my hat back.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No. A yellow gold wristwatch.
The Mulder dame.
Yes. And a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Decipher the third excerpt. Roofed over sculpture and posy. Science. Okay. Nope. Nope. Let's see. Public library. Whoops. Come on.
He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. We got you now, genius. I'm coming for you.
Okay, so go left at the next one. Up ahead, you turn left. Straight on. Swing left. Okay, at the next corner, go right. Up ahead, you make a right.
Whoops.
Watch it, will you?
Straight through the next intersection.
And keep on going.
They just need to get out of my way, Breeze, basically. I got a murder to solve.
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there.
Alright, we're climbing.
You'd slow me down anyway, old-timer.
You tell him, Phelps. And we're climbing. And we're climbing. Oh God. And he lost his hat. Come on.
Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction.
And we're climbing.
Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace. Round which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. So this is a treasure hunt.
What is it this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Moeller, Maldonado. When this gets out...
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
Another poem. You must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
This guy's got us.
Sculptured emblems. Okay. Sculptured emblems. Sphere. Nope. Skeletons. Okay. Got it.
All units are frequency standby.
We're gonna catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men.
The newspapers
Breeze, I'm
will
trying to drive
crucify
safe.
the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty, as long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. We'll be famous if we make this case.
Stay on this road.
Take the next left.
Whoops.
You don't need to turn here.
Straight through the next intersection.
Keep on going.
And we're going.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Through this intersection. Don't turn here. Up ahead, you turn left.
We're going left. We're going left.
You're making a right at the next intersection. Just ignore this turn.
Okay.
Don't turn here. Give me
Why
a
do you?
break.
Well, why did he stop?
You're going
Keep
straight
driving.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Okay, I'm going right.
It's left at the next intersection. Easy.
This thing drives like a freaking tank.
Just ignore this turn. You're making a right at the next intersection.
Officer needs help, 103 MD.
And we're walking.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Smug look on his face, asshole.
Very funny.
That is a hot ass outfit right there. Look at that. Look at that. That man is styling and profiling. And fashionable indeed. Move quickly between safe platforms.
Whoa! Gotta move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils?
Easy.
The gangway snakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
Okay.
Steady.
Get a move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils? The gangway snakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
Whoa! Easy.
How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing.
Right? Shut up, Rusty.
Steady.
Oh, God.
Whoa!
You don't want to fall in now, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking. Easy. One of Teresa Terreldson's shoes.
We're getting close.
A sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now?
What is it?
An open-toed white shoe and another stanza from the poem.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
Nope, not locations. Sphere, which is as many thousand spheres, solid as crystal. So, let's look at the map to see if there's anything that talks about a sphere. Sphere within a sphere. Bingo.
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in a bar.
No, not anyone.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves.
No, that dialogue got cut off. Whoops.
And on it goes. When do you think we'll reach the end of this thing?
The center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long's a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in this city? You ever been in here, Galloway?
No. I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky. I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meetings.
Has anyone ever done a maze like this? I have not. I've never been to an art museum either that has something like this, so... Oh, that's a dead end. I haven't done a corn maze either, Breeze. I heard kids have fun with them though. This way? Ah. First try, baby. Let's go.
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
We've been there before. It's the one I'm thinking of.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
I'll race you to the car, Rusty. I win. Ba. Altar and Thrones, there it is. Oh, Rusty's not in yet. Rusty, get in the car. Rusty, get in the car. Come on, Rusty, get in the car.
He's leaving us this trail of evidence. Why?
Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy of him.
The Titan guy, who had the stoush with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff? I'm sticking to the funny papers and the form guide. You sleep better at night.
All units, the citizen reports a 211 in progress at 9th and Grand. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Oh boy.
There's the throne up there. Now it's just a matter of getting to it.
Serpentine, serpentine.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang
Oh,
on,
God.
Paul. I'll get
Oh,
you
God.
off of there.
Oh god.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Paul. I'll get you off of there.
Okay.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Paul. I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
That'll get your heart racing a little bit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it looks like I have to go down.
Typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers. The place he calls home. End of the line.
So, crucifix.
No! Come on! Ah, no!
I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on me.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
Did you find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out.
So, crucifix makes me think here. Got it. And we're gonna go through the gate. Nope.
You're gonna kill us!
Or you just go through the gate that's open. It's a little bit too easy, though.
You might see this as a cry for help.
For God's sake, Phelps. You're not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty. This guy has been successfully slaughtering women in this town for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he killed, and then plants evidence so that we always have someone to go after. If he hadn't sent the letters in the poem, he could have gone on forever. We would have been none the wiser. We would have 4 executed men on our conscience and have been happy about it. Why else is he doing this?
You're the new face of the department, Phelps. The modern cop who tries to understand why the perp does what he does. Me? I just drop the hammer down on the low lives. Crunch a roach under your heel, you don't worry about what it's feeling, you just grind it into the pavement.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. 211 is shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3, identify.
Here we go. This isn't spooky at all. Says no one.
Reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them, or I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your entrails.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, Detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs, dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
So he was the first guy that we interviewed in the first murder. He was the temp bartender.
Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house.
Enter the catacombs.
LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I hate to think what he's done with this thing. Medical experience, maybe? At least some working knowledge of biology. He's cruel and he's methodical. If we could bring him in alive, there's enough physical evidence for an airtight case.
You heard him, Cole. He's fucking nuts. What are the chances of hauling him out of here alive?
Jesus Christ.
You realize this must have been the place, Rusty. It's the basis for all his riddles. Prometheus defied the cruel gods. This guy thinks he's doing the same thing.
Defying gods can be hazardous to your health. Going down there?
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Interesting man, Detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overqualified. Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. Ceasefire immediately.
Are you acquainted with the it's a trapped home? Have you felt the fear? Understood the power? Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable here?
Speaking of mazes,
This thing has come to an end.
You know that. You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Oh, where is this guy? Oh, God. Got him.
Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
Are you finished?
Yes, Skip.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both. But there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we'll have to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, Phelps. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses for you. The head of Vice has asked the chief for you. I'm reluctant to see you go to the glory boys of advice, but my hands are tied. Go home to that lovely wife of yours. Celebrate your promotion.
So all that work for nothing. I mean, we killed them, but nothing we can do. Homicide complete. And we have been promoted to Vice.
Breathe out, kid. You'll go purple.
I'm scared, Sarge.
Everybody's scared, kid. Anyone who says he isn't is a damn liar.
How many times have you been in combat, Sarge?
I was with Raider Battalion on Peleliu my first time.
Was it bad?
It's always bad.
Will this be bad?
As bad as it gets, kid. But you stick by the Marine next to you, and he will stick by you.
So, some of the guys, they aren't very friendly, Sarge.
They've lost a lot of their friends in the last couple of days, kid. They think if they don't get to know you, that they won't have to grieve for you if you get killed. They're wrong. It doesn't work that way. Don't worry. No Marine in this company will let you down.
Phelps, welcome to Vice. This is your new partner, Roy Earl. Take a seat. A special request was made to transfer you to Ad Vice. We need a man with your kind of starch on this desk, son. We have 2 dead Negroes found in an apartment this morning on Yucca Street.
Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on 2 dead junkies.
Did I ask your opinion, Detective? 2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an advice case. Read it.
Yes, sir. You and the lieutenant have some history?
You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
I guess so, Roy. I thought homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps. I had to pull a few strings to get you over to Advice. How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Okay? Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great. You're the department pinup boy. War hero and crime fighter. What a combination.
I can assure you I'm no war hero, Detective.
Let's rouse some hopheads.
And with that, we'll call it there. Awesome way to end the stream. Got the last homicide case, and now we promoted Device. Thank you, Breeze. Thank you to Raven and Wernsey and everyone else that came through. I appreciate it. Delooney. Schedule for next weekend. So next Saturday, I will not be streaming because our good friends at the Rapscallion Brigade are going to be celebrating 500 followers. So they actually have like 504. So they went over 500 followers, which is awesome. So you'll probably be seeing me on their stream. I believe they'll be doing it throughout the day if I'm not correct. Breeze, correct me if I'm wrong. That's perfect. Twitch.tv/Rapscallion Brigade. Please check them out next Saturday. I believe they're going to be streaming all day. Their wonderful leader, Kendromeda, will be streaming all day, I believe, or throughout the day. And I'm sure Nate Breeze 17 and myself, you'll see us, or hear us at least, on those streams playing the different games that they'll be playing. Probably, I'd assume, Fall Guys, Knockout City, maybe some Pummel Party, things of that nature. So definitely check them out next Saturday. If you're not following them, please hit them, give them a follow, as they're an awesome channel. Yes. Same here. People see me enough on Saturday and Sunday. You can check Nate Breeze 17 out on the Rapscallion Brigade's Twitch channel on Wednesday nights. And I believe this Wednesday, Breeze, correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll be finishing, what is it, Yaga? Is that the name of the game? I believe it's called Yaga. It seemed like you were getting close. I know at some points you were like, I think this is the last one, and then there was more to do. I don't know, it's a pretty cool game. Different kind of art style, but it's kind of open world, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's what's going on. So no stream next Saturday, but next Sunday, I'll probably be TBD right now. But I'm thinking we'll continue with LA Noire next Sunday. And then go from there. Everyone have a great rest of your weekend. Again, thank you for everyone who stopped in, who checked out the channel. If you want to see more streams, please check out the VODs. And any support, if you're not following, please hit the follow button, because any support that I can get, I greatly appreciate. And thank you to everyone that stopped in as always. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to everyone next Sunday. Later.